What up, fam? Hope everybody is well. Just checking in. I ain't really want nothing. I'm just checking in, seeing what's good. Hope everybody is blessed. Yeah, man, it's been a minute, so I ain't really want nothing. Like I said, I'm just checking in, family. Hopefully everybody is blessed up, doing well. Hopefully, your family as well. Hopefully that you doing something productive and positive and so on. Man, I appreciate the love. I just posted this new piece on Instagram. This new hoodie. Like, this joint. I just want to break this down to y'all, like what I kind of did with this bleach technique. I had this idea a while ago, like mixing in, and it ain't really nothing new, but it's just something new that I wanted to do. So like this hoodie, taking hey Michelle, how you doing? Yeah, Biloxi, Mississippi in the house, Cape Girardeau in the house. Give me some shout outs, y'all. And y'all, I'm really built around reclaiming and reusing materials. I'm a thrift store bandit. Like any of my homies know, like anybody knows, like I go to the thrift store. I'm looking for blank pieces to just create some masterpieces on. So I was looking for a dope hoodie. Went to the thrift store looking for a sailor hat. Went to the thrift store, found this joint, right? And then I wanted to do like the airbrush along in it because like graphical tees is how anybody that knows me throughout the years, I'm always like rocking something that I either created or that was inspired and so on. So took the bleach, sprayed it on, did a dope little spray over. Yo, that bleach is strong. Words of encouragement. If you're gonna be doing some stuff with some bleach, hey, make sure that you in a very ventilated area. Straight up. So sprayed it. Didn't know how much bleach to use. I'm gonna show you a couple of the other shirts. So I watched a couple YouTube videos, but I didn't really know like how much to use. But I wanted to do something that was real soft. This is why it's important to like experiment, have time to experiment because you might have an idea, you know, then most of the time we forget the idea, right? So you got to be able to take time out and, find reusable materials. A lot of the times we want to get something brand new. We want to buy something brand new, man. Go to the thrift store, find something that you can reuse. Look through your own personal garments, you know, the hand-me-down bags. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Grew up with the hand-me-down bags. So another this is an old shirt that I had around, right? Took a stencil, sprayed that on there, then doing some airbrush. I'm gonna do some airbrush over top of this real quick. So man, have fun with that. It's important just to have fun, man. A lot of us take life so serious. We gotta slow down sometimes and just enjoy the creative flow of things. So you know. Um, just chatting with y'all, seeing what's going on. Michelle, what's up? How's everything going in Cape Girardeau? What's going on with them kids? Them kids getting big. I got some old video of them as they was kids when they would be coming to my summer art classes. So sending out love to all the young students out there. One of my students hit me up today. It'd be crazy when you working with young people and you mentoring young people and you just been doing this stuff. I've been doing this stuff for a long time. Anybody that knows me knows like I really enjoy working with young people and like teaching people my craft and just sharing that in general. So um you tend to like work with young people and you don't really realize that they gonna become adults one day. you know. And it's always interesting to get a text message or an email from a student that's now, that maybe you met them when they was like 15, 17 years old. Now they 34, 35 years old, having kids of their own, in a career, and, just to be able to get that love and that feedback from the young people. Made me flex on my hoodie, man, flex on my hoodie a little bit. To get the feedback from the young people is real dope. So, man, special shout out to all of the educators, all of the teachers out there that's in the trenches putting in work. I've always had a special love for art teachers, educators in general. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy task. So big up to to the educators. And sometimes, that don't mean that you got to only be in like a school to be an educator. You can be a mentor to some young people. It could be a young artist or a creative person, or just a neighbor, a kid neighbor. I was one of those kids that like always knew all of the cool elders in the neighborhood. You can always make a couple dollars, cutting some grass or something like that. So, just big up to just the people who care. It's important to care. It's important to be able to share your knowledge with the next generation of young people, because they they become grown-ups. Like I said, I got these, you know, it's funny because I got one of my students, now I call them my students, my mentees. This boy be calling me OG. He be like, now he 30 something years old. Now, OG is like a term for people who don't know. It's almost like a elder kind of like term, right? So you get people that be like, "What up, OG?" It's like an elder respect kind of like vibe. So um it's important, like I said, my man, he be like, "What's up, OG?" And big up to Tracy. Um he's been one of my students again, found, I did an airbrush. My first airbrush workshop with youth was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He was 17 years old. That was 17 years ago. That's crazy. And I remember it was like my first time teaching airbrush to young people. It was something that I wanted to do. Anybody that knows me, like, I've been having the airbrush DVDs from way back and all of that good stuff. So um, I remember, doing this first airbrush class, and it was awesome to be able to share that. But I was nervous. I didn't know, I wanted to share, but I didn't really know exactly how to share. And then now, this young boy was able to take the class, and then now he's a grown man, and calling me OG. It's interesting the way life is, right? So I'm just hanging on here, man. I ain't really got nothing specifically. Um PD Mo, what up, man? Peace, 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 man. You can go ahead and, let me know where you chiming in from, city, state, country, you know. So just giving some good positive energy out there, just checking in with y'all, fam. We got to check on each other more, right? People, a lot of the times we be ripping and running, we so busy. We spend so much time on social media, but in text messaging, that we don't actually check in with people. Be like, yo, how you doing? How your people doing? And all of that good stuff. It is so important to check in. She said, Michelle, like, yo, what's up? What's next for you? I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the questions in there real quick. She said, "What's up? What's next for me? Man, we got a lot of stuff planned. So getting ready to do some moving and traveling around. Um, man, be on the East Coast for a little bit, moving around, doing some different things over there, and then what I'm working on right now is we got the Air Skills Africa project that I've been bubbling up, working real hard, getting that together right now. So, in probably the end of the year, October, November, um, we'll be heading back to Africa to do some more training with some young people, and inspiring some young people, and teaching some entrepreneurship and some airbrushing. So, man, just look out for the campaign, guys, because I'm gonna need you guys' help organizing materials. A lot of the airbrush, just artists, period, and and other countries don't have the luxury to have Amazon Prime where you can just order materials or go to an art store to order materials. So being over there and just networking with a lot of artists around the world, specifically Africa. I got a lot of artists asking me to bring materials back. They need materials. They need materials. So I'm going to be doing a GoFundMe, something on that level, where people can be able to um, help out to sponsor some of these supplies and materials. So, man, reach out to me if you're ready. I've been working on getting all of the redoing the websites and all of that different kind of like stuff as well. And then, and so on. So, the bigger plan is to eventually create a trip and plan a trip so people are able to come visit Africa, collaborate with artists, be able to make these connections. And that's kind of like ideally, what we're planning on doing down the line. So stay tuned to that. I don't know if that's going to be a next year thing. We still working things out. So I will be in the motherland for a couple months. So, man, anybody that want to reach out, I got some different things that I'll be doing, probably in Nigeria, Senegal, Guinea. So reach out to your boy if might know somebody out there, that want to be able to collaborate. I'm always down for collaboration. I'm also going to be definitely looking to, like I said, send a shipment of art materials down um across the sea, man, because we got to be able to help each other out as creative individuals around the world. So it's important to each one teach one. As of right now, it's important. It's very important for us to be able to help other creative individuals, help ourselves, build and grow, and just share as much as we possibly can. That's the beautiful thing about the internet, right? So, Michelle, thank you for all of your support. She said, bring me back some dirt if you can. I've brung. I don't even know if I should. I got plenty. If I can't bring you back no dirt because sometimes they be tripping, I'm gonna bring you back some shells. How about that? I got some seashells directly from the Atlantic Ocean, Michelle. That I'm gonna bring you back. Definitely some seashells directly from the ocean. That's specifically for you. That's my word. Now that's my word. I got you. So just taking it easy, going with the flow. Um, Mike G, what's up, man? Mike G TV. Shout out to my guy Mike G. He's an airbrush artist. I think he down in Atlanta, down in Georgia, doing this thing. Airbrush by PD Mo. PD Mo, what's up, man? D Town in the house, Detroit. Man, y'all, PD Mo, man, I'm so proud of you, bro. I didn't watch you come a long way with your skills, not only with your skills, but even with your business, man. So I'll be checking you out on Instagram, man. Um, Courage the Cowardly Bus, man. This, if you get a chance, go follow my man, Courage the Cowardly Bus. It's been about like at least 2 years, maybe even three. I painted his vehicle on his bus, man. He was just on YouTube on this No Man's channel of this guy, and I've been getting people contacting me all over the country through that YouTube video of me painting his bus. It's one of those things where sometimes people will come into your life, or you'll get a client who just be like, "Man, just do you." Like, man, it was one of those type of situations. He just came with his small school bus. It was blue. I think it has some kind of graphics on the side. I had met him down in Arizona, random. When you're an artist, man, and you open up your spirit to the universe, and you follow what you're supposed to be on this earth to do, man, you meet some incredible people, and it be some adventures, straight up. So met him on the road, man, and we was at a hot spring down in Arizona, and man, I painted this bus right there at the hot springs. Pulled this bus right up next to my bus, and we had a nice little session. paint session, man. And I did a great job on this bus. So man, blessings to all of the clients and people who support the artists, man, because this is not an easy game out here. Straight up. I mentor a lot of artists, support a lot of artists, help artists create businesses and help them grow their businesses and um, promote entrepreneurship. But like doing this work, like being a full-time creative individual, I don't care what you're doing, tattooing, graphic design, videography, painting, um, customizing things, painting cars, I don't care what you do. It takes a different kind of person to be able to sustain in this field. And if it wasn't for um if it wasn't for individual, I'm reading these comments. See y'all like, if it wasn't for individuals who support artists, and give us an opportunity to do our thing, then we couldn't survive. So big up to all of the art lovers out there, the people who support artists, local artists, international artists, I don't care what that is, that go to art shows, buy creative things from creative artists, and so on. So thank y'all for that. Somebody asked me if I'm tattooing. I ain't got nothing against tattooing, right? But I kind of stay in my lane with. First of all, I don't really like blood like that. Other people's blood, that ain't something that I want to kind of do. Um, I don't really I don't I love the tattoo. I love the whole perspective. But for me, one of the things, I got a lot of friends that do tattooing. One of the reasons that I don't really dig doing tattooing as an artist is that when you do a tattoo on somebody, right? Um, you have to hope that the person takes care of that tattoo for the next 3 weeks before you get the outcome of how the artwork looks. So you can spend hours on doing some work for somebody and they don't take care of it. It's scabbed. They don't do what they supposed to do in their end, and it looks blurry. It just looks horrible. That's kind of like a heartbreaking perspective. So I don't that's just something for me. Like I don't that's not my thing. Now I've designed numerous tattoos for people, logos, different things like that. But me personally, that's just something I thought about it, looked at it, did some prior simple apprenticeship kind of like things, but it wasn't nothing that I really wanted to get into, man. So I'm sorry. Maybe one day. Nah, I ain't I'll design it. How about that? I'll design your tattoo. I'm sorry, man. I'm just reading my man right here. DMG effects. I'm gonna go ahead and just put his thing up here. Just did my first art event yesterday, and you right, bro. I met a lot of people doing the cannabis festival, and I have a tattoo shop and art gallery here in Biloxi. Uh, bro, I, with you, art heavy king. Appreciate you, man. Hey, man, I appreciate it. DMG, DMG FX, man. Follow my boy, man. So yeah, man. So big up to, like I said, the people who support the artists, man. We need y'all. Artists healing the world, man. We trying to do our part. Let us in, man. You know, why it'd be hard for us out here in these streets, straight up. Being an artist ain't no joke. You gotta be versatile though. You know. I think I get questions. I'm doing a coaching program right. It's getting ready to start in May, right? And it's built around some of the key components is built around like how to market yourself as an artist or entrepreneur, as I like to say. I got a couple more minutes. I'm gonna hang for y'all for a little bit more minute because I just want to kind of share some game as well. Um, some of the things that it's important for entrepreneurs, crafters, customizers, all of that good stuff is just something real simple. Is like understand that majority of your like A1 clientele, people who gonna ride with you, are gonna be people that's close like close into your circle. I know we got social media, and a lot of the times we put so much energy in like social media, like the likes and the friend requests and all of that other stuff. But be honest, like it ain't like it used to be, right? Like social media, even with business, at one time it used to be banging, but it ain't like it used to be. So now where we at is you have to market yourself as an artist or entrepreneur. You got to be focused in on your regions and your local, your local movement, what you're looking at locally, what you're looking at nationally, and then looking at internationally. You got to be aware of how you marketing yourself and what you want the how can I say the storyline in your brand to consistently be. A lot of the times we just doing a lot of posting, but we not really focusing in on what is the message and what are people supposed to get, from the things that you're posting as an artist. Are you talking about business? Are you talking about personal things? Are you talking about, how to be able to make it more effective for people to be able to make a living? What you talking about? What's your message? I think too, as artists, like specifically when we into like doing customization and different things like that, we got to be very we have to make sure that it's important for us to create a style and a following that isn't built around just the quick hustle and bustle kind of mentality. So when you marketing and you setting up your branding and all of those things have to project that. It has to show that. A lot of the times we so wrapped up into making the money and getting the likes that we ain't really understanding how we making the money. You know, my man, my man, I did a post not too long ago, and it was about third eye airbrush. What up, man? It was about people going for all these followers, man. You getting all these followers, been you don't know where you following, you don't know where they going, you don't know where you going. So in your branding and your marketing, you got to be clear, man. You talking about how you branding. You talking about just local. You getting local money. Are you branding yourself as a national artist? Are you branding yourself as an international artist? How you branding yourself? What's your message? You got to understand that the average individual, it takes them roughly around 11 times for them to understand really what you're talking about. 11 imprints, you know what I'm saying? So being consistent on your marketing and who you marketing and what you marketing and why you marketing is one of the stable understandings of how you running your business, because you running a business, man. This ain't no hustle. It's a business. You understand how your business is built around results, cause and effect. So with inside that, understanding as well of like what is your core perspective of what you're trying to accomplish, clarity, you know. So, it's a lot of different things that it's important for creative individuals to just understand, because man, it ain't easy for nobody, and we have to be able to educate ourselves a little bit more in the perspective of how to market ourselves in business and how to sustain yourself as you get older. A lot of people ain't talking about that. It's like, yeah, when you young and you hustling and bustling, that's cool. But as you get older and you become more successful, it's like, okay, you have to be clear on where you want to put your energy into and how you want to develop your not only even your skill, but then what kind of lifestyle you want. Your lifestyle determines everything. How you want to live. What are you willing to compromise? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to um how you want to position yourself in the industry. For me, I never wanted to play by nobody else's rules. I've always seen different industries. I've seen, um, different business strategies. I've been in business for 30 years now. So I just always try to make sure that I don't want to lose. I try to make sure that I don't lose. I try to make sure that I come in with a sense of integrity. I try to make sure that maybe every project ain't the project for me. As I get older, everything I want it, but I don't want it that bad. You know what I'm saying? So positioning yourself, because we all are humans and we all growing. So something that you was doing maybe 5 years ago ain't working now. So adapting and never being too old to learn. Like, I spend a lot more time reading, studying, looking at positioning ways, and doing more organizing in the brain than I do physical work. A lot of the times, there's always time for physical work, but I mean, how you positioning your mind and how you thinking at any time in your life is going to deter how you perform and what you want in life. So it's important that we just look at things from a bigger perspective, man, and just be honest. A lot of the times too, man, we got to be honest. Man, it's a lot of Facebook fakers and people that are wearing these facades and these masks, and ain't really being true to themselves and ain't being true to people. So we got to make sure we always have a sense of integrity. When we moving forward in business, when we moving forward in life, treat people how we want to be treated. That's my motto. That's what my parents always taught me. So, man, so I'm just checking in. If y'all got any more questions, man, holla at me. I'm here. I'm just checking in with y'all. I don't want nothing specific. Let me check in real quick. Let me just see if I got anybody in here got any questions or anything. Want to comment on something? All right, I got some questions. All right. What up, fam? Kita, I have a compressor and I got an airbrush. And I got He said she got a compressor and an airbrush and she ain't gotten anywhere when you doing some more classes in Missouri. Man, I think what I'm gonna tell you straight up. Somebody, this is straight up. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I don't know why, but it seems like whoever created this airbrush system, like, as far as like having people go into stores and buy all of these products and then don't teach any kind of airbrushing. It's like, I don't know, it's always been like that. A lot of the companies make a lot of money off of selling you a lot of equipment one time. That's why I had to start creating my own equipment and different things like that, because it was just like I got tired of fixing other companies' problems, because most of the time they're not artists, they just selling product. So she said, I got all this equipment and I ain't got nowhere. That's one of the most frustrating things with being an airbrush artist. We all have to deal with it. We've all have had to really self motivate ourselves and push ourselves to fight to try to learn how this tool works. I think it's been one of those things that, throughout the years, artists just don't really share and teach how to airbrushing. I think a lot of the times they don't really know how to teach. Most of us are self-taught. And due to the fact there hasn't really been any schools or trainings. Back in the day, you used to have the Votech schools. You know what I'm saying? Remember the Votech schools? They used to teach airbrushing and stuff like that, but you ain't got that kind of stuff out anymore. So you got YouTube and all of these different things that it ain't nothing like learning from somebody, specifically. We haven't really done, I don't think we have done the airbrush industry a good, we haven't done it righteous as far as artists who've been in the game for a long time, because ain't nobody teaching. Like, it's a lot of airbrush artists out there that have been airbrushing for 15 years that might don't teach because they don't know how to teach, or just don't want to teach. So for years I've been trying to work with artists, trying to set up workshops and classes and different things like that. But it seems that that's a problem that we got to work on. I don't know why more artists ain't teaching and sharing. I don't know why there's not more mentorship kind of like programs. Man, I applaud the tattoo industry. tattoo industry got it together, man. You want to learn how to tattoo, you can probably go online and get an apprenticeship program with somebody. You know, if you want to learn how to cut hair, you can go to a barber school to learn. You know what I'm saying? You want to learn how to airbrush, man. It's like trying to find somebody to take you to the moon, man. People be so frustrated. So I'm always here to help. I travel a lot, so I'm doing a lot of my classes online. I just really, it's crazy. I've been starting I did the online thing maybe almost 10 years ago before COVID, trying to get people to take classes online, but people just really wasn't ready. It's just now being a success where, you know, being able to teach people online through classes. I say I have a whole system. You know, I have a whole training, a book that I train you on step by step. And then my students know, man, I don't play when it comes to making sure you learn and you get it. So you know, reach out to me, man. I'm that's my whole thing, because I want to kind of teach as many people that I possibly can, Lakita. So thank you for your support. Um, was right there for that one. Oh, this is my guy, you know. So yeah, man. Yeah, man. Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. All right, y'all. So you know, just chopping it up with y'all, seeing what's going on. I gotta get ready to bust some errands. But I just wanted to say, man, peace and love to you and your family. Hopefully, you guys have a great day. Hey, man, understand that you are enough. You know, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are enough. You are valuable. You mean something to us. You are special. You bring some light to this dark world. So do your part. And continue to live, to create, to inspire. Love y'all. If I can be of any service, you know, definitely reach out. Like I said, guys, we're gonna be getting this Airbrush Africa campaign going. So I'm gonna be needing you guys' help donate to the cause so we can get some airbrush equipment and art materials to artists in Africa. So stay tuned. Sending peace and love to you and your family, and talk to you guys later.